Okay, so today I'm going to be ranking the group dances on season 4 of Dancemoms, no select team dances included, just trying to do the OG girls in Kendall for the most part. But first up, I got Amber Alert. And so, yeah, this is basically an easy number 1 for me. This is what they won nationals with, and rightfully so. It's basically about child abduction. Nia and Mackenzie really shine in this dance particularly, but they all did a great job dancing together as a group with their parts. I love the costuming, I love the music. And I honestly wish that Abby did more contemporary pieces like this, because this is just a breathtaking one to watch, and I hold it in a very high regard, so I have it at number 1. At number 2, I got Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board, and this is the one that Chloe was the lead in. And again, another really cool contemporary piece. I thought the part where she turns on the board was really cool, them saying Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board, and just, it was really cool with the choreography and the concept, and I thought that they all did a great job with it. So yeah, 1 and 2 is kind of like 1A and 1B, because I always say, like, my favorite dance is either Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board, or Amber Alert. Love them both, and yeah, they absolutely ate that one up. At number 3, I got Bollywood and Vine, and so yeah, like, they just all look so sharp in this one. I love the costumes, I love the choreography. I get why people don't go for it because of the cultural appropriation, and they must be held accountable for that, so I will say that. I just hold it in high regard, so I had to have it up there in top 3. At number 4, I have the Witches of East Kenton. Maddie was the lead in this one, did an excellent job, and then this is one of the times that they went up against Kathy. One thing I loved about this competition was the staging and how clean it looks, but yeah, I thought they all danced together well. They had that intensity, and I really liked the choreography and kind of the whole story behind it, and definitely a standout this season, so I had to have it up there in top 5. At number 5, I got Nothing to Fear But Fear Itself, and so this one, they kind of just came up with on the fly. I didn't really have a good idea for that week, and it was just kind of about fears and all that stuff, and I love all their individual parts. Chloe has this cool turn in it. They just all did super well with it. I think it's a unique concept. I love the music, I love the costuming. Jay did well coming into the group, so yeah, just an excellent dance, and I actually feel like this is very underrated, as is pretty much all of my top 5. Like, most of them people don't really talk about a whole lot, and I think that they should, because there was a lot of good dances in the season, but every time I watch this one again, I'm just stunned by how well that they did with it. So at number 6, I got Playing with Matches. So this is the one that Abby pulled because she was mad at the moms and stuff, and this is the one where they're actually using fire in it, but I love the costumings. I thought the choreography was super cool, and I'm glad that we actually got to see this dance, but another underrated gem, I feel. At number 7, I got Kiki Boots, also known as Lift You Up, and so this is the one that Peyton came and she was the lead in, and I think this is one of the better routines that she's been in. But I mean, there was just so much fun in this routine, and I like the costuming for it. I love the song, I love the choreography. Yeah, it was theatrical, and I was living for it. And Mackenzie definitely shined in this dance for sure. So high praise for me. At number 8, I got Broken Dolls. So this was the ballet routine that they did, and I feel like Chloe really shined in this one, particularly a great ballerina. And this is the one that she did fall in, but I was listening to Christy and Kelly on their podcast the other day, and as we know, they filmed the dances twice, and she said that she fell in the version that wasn't judged. And so they just wanted to make it, you know, look that way for drama and stuff, so they showed the version that she fell in, even though that was the version that wasn't judged. But, I mean, it doesn't ruin the dance. She got up relatively quickly, and I like the choreography. Sarah did a great job in this dance. Maddie was fantastic. I thought they all danced really well together as a group. So, underrated. I feel like, you know, the fall kind of has a damper on it in a way, but overall it's a really great dance. At number 9, I got America Gone. So this is one of the ones where I was rewatching the show and I was like, I can't believe I forgot about this dance and how good it was. They all did such an excellent job. I like the costuming, I like the songs. There's kind of like a darkness to it, but I really liked it. You know, everything on this dance I thought was just spectacular. So underrated piece. At number 10, I got Free at Last. So this is the one about the civil rights movement, basically. And Nia was the lead in this dance, and I thought that she was absolutely incredible. And I hate the way that they shot it, because you either see the rest of the dancers or you see Nia. Like, why are they not getting her in more of the shots when she was the lead in the group dance? But, I mean, yeah, this was a great piece. Abby can handle sensitive subjects well when she wants to. And so I'll say that. I like the costuming on this a lot, so exquisite. At number 11, I got Girls Night Out. So this is the one that really kicked off the season, and in this one, she's actually reenacting Christy and Leslie's fight with Chloe and Payne, so I thought it was kind of funny with it, but I thought it was a fun routine. I like the music, I like the choreography, I thought that they brought the energy to it, I like that they all have different costumes with it, so, I mean, this was a slam dunk. I know they got third with it, probably parts where it was a little sloppy, but to me it had a lot of entertainment value, so I got it at number 11. At number 12, I got Why Not Me. So I agree with Abby in the fact that it was a good number for Paige. I thought she did well. I liked Brooke's parts. I liked the parts with the chair. I thought it was cool. I liked the music for it a lot. I liked the costuming. Like, Like, I think that this was a really good dance. People don't talk about this one enough. At number 13, I got Riches to Rags. I like the costuming. I like the choreography. I thought Mackenzie did well in this dance, and I like all their parts at the beginning. So it was a good piece, I thought. At number 14, I got Frost. And so this is the one where they couldn't hear the music in the beginning, and so they were a little bit off, but they recovered super well. And I like the choreography in this one a lot, especially that ending part and how they go with the music and the musicality there as well. I wish Abby would have accepted the opportunity for them to do the dance again. That way everything could have been like all perfect, and we could have seen like, you know, the whole choreographer's cut with everything, you know, with them in time. But I mean, like I said, they recovered well. They're pretty lyrical. I like the song. I like the choreography. I like the costumes. Another thing with this episode is this is the one where she was arguing with Christy, and then she's like, Christy said the F word 17 times. That's sickening. So iconic. Now on to number 15, Just Another Number. I thought that they did well with it. I like the costuming and the makeup for it, and it kind of reminds me of whenever they did Well-Oiled Machine. I think that was in season 6, and that was a really good number. So yeah, it was a decent piece overall, I felt. Now on to number 16, The Bite. And so they had the whole thing with the apple, and there was that moment there. They had the capes. I thought it was a good piece. I liked the music, and it was good for what it was, I felt. Now on to number 17, Beautiful Revenge. So this is the one that they did right after Kelly had the big fight with Abby. Get your finger out of my face. And so Brooke and Paige weren't in the number anymore. They had to reblock it. And so honestly, this one really gets lost in the shuffle. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this dance because of, you know, the Kelly Abby fight that happened in that episode. It's one of the most iconic moments to happen, and also kind of traumatic in a way. It's kind of hard to focus on watching it and after it. Like, the fact that I saw that happen and they still had to dance, I don't know how they did it. But I thought the song was beautiful. I like the costumings. I like the choreography. I think Maddie does a turn into illusion at the end, and the part where they turn her I thought was cool. So I don't think Abby choreographed this one, actually. From what I read, I might be wrong, but it was a really good dance. People don't give it enough, I feel. Now on to 18, The Heist. So this is the one that they did at the recital. I thought it was a cool piece with the turns, and also just kind of what the concept was for it. I like the costuming for it a lot. Now on to 19, Tramps and Thieves. So I get why people wouldn't like this one. I believe there's cultural appropriation, and it's offensive and all that stuff, and they got to be held accountable for that again. You know, I will say that moment. I like that Kendall had to lead with this one. The front area at the beginning was cool. I like the choreography. It's good for what it is, I feel. Now on to 20. So this is Smells Like Teen Spirit. I feel like this is one of the ones where I liked it for what it was. It was just a thing of like, it was kind of forgettable to me. It got lost in the shovel because there were so many great dances. But, you know, I thought they did well with it. I think Peyton was supposed to be in this one, and then this is the one where she broke her foot or whatever happened to her. So there was that as well. I like the costuming. It's good for what it is. At 21, I have Red with Envy. And so this is the one where they were going against Kathy, and she was like, I want to see their dance first. She saw the dance, and then she pulled hers, competed against them, and then she still lost, which is funny. I like the costuming for this. You know, the music was good. I thought they performed it well. It's just another one that really gets lost in the shuffle for me, but I thought that it was a strong performance from all of them. At number 22, I got Yum Yum. I used to not care for this dance. It may be a little bit too elementary, but with how heavy, you know, the episodes got at that point and everything, it was kind of a nice palate cleanser, like rewatching that episode and the dance again. I can appreciate it for what it is now. You know, I thought the costume was good. Mackenzie did good with the candy box. They all did well with it. They all danced together well. So I have it higher up than I probably would have a few years ago. At number 23, I got Royals. No shade. They got set up with this dance. The choreography was kind of underwhelming. You got that knockoff Lord Royal song, and I need to see an audio swap for this. You know, they could have had more energy in the performance. I'll be honest with you. But I mean, for what they were given, they did decent with it. So I've decided to put it at number 23. At 24, I got Amazing Grace. And so she took Maddie's solo that she gave her at the end of season 3, and she just made it into a group dance. And so I don't like that she basically just reused the concept, turned a solo into a group dance. You know, it's kind of lazy. There was a lot of great, you know, concepts for the routines and stuff, and I'm just like, why are you recycling that? So, you know, that's one thing that I don't like about the dance. That's kind of why it's not higher up. It's not one of my favorites. But, you know, objectively, I thought that they gave a nice, clean performance with it and stuff. I like the costuming for it. And they had a really long winning streak this season, and this was the dance that actually broke it and stuff. And so, I don't know. I thought they did well with it, objectively. At 25, I got Save the Rainforest, I think it's called. This is a dance that they did at their reunion with the select team. This was just not really that good of a dance. It really wasn't. It's not particularly memorable. I figured that I would include it in my ranking anyways, but, you know, it's toward the bottom for me. At 26, I have 7 Dancers. So I agree with Kathy. This dance was just stupid. It was elementary. I didn't like the choreography. I don't know how they went with this. I just don't really like this dance. You know, in a season full of a lot of amazing dances, this one is just by far one of the worst ones that they've done. I mean, why would you put this on the stage? I don't get it. At 27, at the bottom, I have Tribal Council. So obviously, very offensive dance. So it shouldn't have been on the show, and that's why I have it here. So yeah, that's my main ranking of it, and a few other dances I didn't talk about in the ranking. I have Beautiful Sadness. So this is basically the one that they did for the Dance Moms Care special, the Cancer special. It was in between season 3 and 4. It's not a real episode of the season. A lot of people don't even know that this dance exists. I don't know. I just didn't really feel right to include it in my ranking. My thoughts on this? Meh, meh. They had better dances. I can appreciate that it was for a good cause. I just didn't really go for the choreography. First Ladies with Chloe was absolutely amazing, and she got some judges award for standing out in the dance. So shout out to her. I thought they danced well. I like the costuming with this one, and this one and American Gone are both excellent dances, so I had to mention. So yeah, that is going to be my ranking of all the group dances in season 4 of Dance Moms, and this was a lot of fun to do. This is the one that I was looking forward to doing most out of all of them, and I'm looking forward to all the season 4 videos coming up because I said this, but I feel like it's the strongest season in terms of the choreography, and I think that this is the best just in terms of the sheer strength of the group routine, the concepts, them dancing together. Like, I feel like this was them at their peak. Oh, they ate the season. I gotta tip my hat off to Abby, Gianna, and whoever else did the choreography, because they did what had to be done. The costuming, the music, like, most of it was pretty on point. I like most of these dances a whole lot. And so let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, though. Like, do you agree with my ranking? Do you disagree with me? How would you rank these dances yourself? And let's kind of continue that conversation there. If you wanted to see more Dance Moms videos, I have ranked all the dances for the first 3 seasons so far. I'm going to do it for all the seasons, and then I'm going to be ranking like the solos, the duets, the trios. I'm going to do that separately after I'm done ranking the group dances. And then I have also shared my favorite solos for all the original girls and Kalani and Kendall. I have done a ranking of every single season of the show. I have given an in-depth review of every single season of the show, including me talking about all the dances that they've done. So you can check that out. I've made compilations. And so I gave Christy's best moments, Kelly, like all the OG moms, like they have their moments. And then I've also shared like moments from the show that I just think are really funny. And I have 3 parts of that as well. So the playlist will be down below in the description and at the end of this video. Free Palestine, this is something we must educate ourselves on. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.